Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. We are dropping a banger of a sale today. It rivals Black Friday. This is the 2024 Customer Appreciation Celebration happening right now.
Y'all, it's the end of the year celebration. We appreciate y'all as customers, everything that y'all have been for us since the past year, all you've allowed us to do at MrMaple, how you've been allowing us to grow, how you've been allowing us to just do so much here at MrMaple with our employees, with growing out at Buckholz.
We've been able to provide healthcare this year.
We want to say thank you.
We've been able to grow Buckholz Nursery. It's been a whole full year now of owning Buckholz Nursery. We got hit with a major storm here in Western North Carolina. You kept our doors open, guys. We appreciate you guys. You kept shopping with us. You've supported us. We've had our best year ever at MrMaple. And I just want to say thank you for that. We're dropping this customer appreciation sale. I hope there's some great deals on here for you guys. There are some door buster deals. There's some Black Friday prices on here. We just want to say thank you. I mean, some of these things are going to sell out anyway. So I look at Tim and scratch my head when I see that he marked them down because I'm like, we'll be needing those in spring. But hey, here's a good chance to pick up some trees at a great price.
Guys, starting out on this sale, we've got an Abashadari, normally $40. These are low grafts. We've got them on sale for $30.
What?
For the sale.
That's got to be wrong.
Frosted purple, normally $45. We got it on sale for $35.
Whew. All right. Let's get it started.
We've got the new Ghost. I mean, that's one of the purple types. Nice upright form. Newer selection by Talon Buckholz. $10 off. You know, in previous years, we did a thing where we gave $5 off on some trees, and you got this is more than that. This is much
dropped
bigger.
Some maple bucks. This is far more discounted than the MrMaple bucks.
And you can only use that once on one tree.
Yeah, I mean this is significantly different, guys. We can't really shock you with a first of the year one of one sale because we've been doing the one of one sale all year now.
That limited release sale.
It started in the spring. It's still the spring limited sale. It's going on, and it's full year now. It's hit a full year straight with the limited sale going on. So we're dropping some crazy price deals here to get you guys interested. Here's a Ueno Yama, guys. Normally $40 on sale for $35.
That's $5 off.
Just listed this one, which is crazy to discount something we just listed. Hime Sojo. That's a great dwarf red. Holds this color great in shade. Normally $45 on sale for $35.
Now, I'm not so sure about this next one. This is a new truncatum hybrid, Urban Sunset. It's a vigorous truncatum that gets out there, gives you great fire engine red fall color. Normally $250 for a 7-gallon, on sale for $175.
What? Somebody's getting fired over that.
That's
is ridiculous.
$75 off.
Someone's heads are going to roll, and I don't know. No, that's the right price. All right, guys, coming in here, Shayna, $40 on sale, $35. OG Sumagaki. It's the OG of Sumagakis. Those are $10 off right now, $35. Man, this one's a doozy. Pink Panther on sale, normally $55. Those are on sale for $40. Take advantage of that. That's a great steal on Pink Panther.
Now, the way this sale's going is we have a ton of trees that are on sale today. There will be a different list of trees on sale tomorrow. So get excited. There's going to be new things on sale each day, probably until New Year's.
Oh boy, logistical nightmares. I love it. That won't be difficult at all. All right, guys, coming in here next, we've got Orion. That one's $10 off.
Yeah, that is an awesome dwarf red. Great yellows to oranges in the fall. I did a cultivar highlight of this at Buckholz Nursery recently. Go check that out. One of my favorite red dwarfs.
That was my impersonation of the whole pool team staff when they heard what Tim was doing. Thanks, Tim. We love you. Happy New Year. All right, Pink Princess. That's a bit of a unicorn, guys. Really cool tree. $10 off. Normally $45. Those are coming in at $35. That one is a complete unicorn of a tree. It's a variegated broom. You don't find that very often. One of the few variegated brooms in the whole plant world. Definitely the only one I know of in the maple world.
Guys, Yellow Cascade, normally $50. That is a yellow weeper, a butter yellow out there in the landscape. It's got that Ryusin style where it just cascades. We got some great sizes in these, and our $50 1 gallons are on sale for this customer appreciation celebration, $15 off down to $35.
We're going to need a customer celebration station before this is over to hold all these trees. Guys, Lillian's Jewel, normally $45, which is discounted. It's normally more than that. And those are on sale right now for just $35.
Now, if you don't know yet, you can have these strips shipped directly to you, which is the way it normally happens. But if you want to hold these trees until spring, you can purchase these trees at these sales prices put in the customer notes that you want this trees to be held until spring. Contact our office staff.
Put a specific date
by
down.
email. That's mrmaplequestions@gmail.com, and let them know, and they'll mark your order for hold shipping until spring.
Yeah, and you can always kind of hit us up with like, we'll hit within a week. Like, we're not going to promise you the specific day they're going to ship just because of logistics. But if you say like, hey, I want this to ship the first week in April, we can generally get that done. So you got to give us a little bit of leeway there with the volume we do. But we're more than glad to accommodate, especially some of you guys in the colder climates or the hotter climates, for these next folks that have a hot blonde on sale, $10 off. Hard to beat that, guys. $50. Those are on sale for $40.
I mean, you get Lillian's Jewel off $10. You get Hot Blonde off $10. Yellow Cascade. That's a great trifecta right there of super rare plants, different forms, different shapes, and that red and pink on Lillian's Jewel contrasting with the yellow of Hot Blonde and Yellow Cascade. I think that's a winner. Guys, next up, we've got Acer Truncatum Crimson Sunset. This is a Truncatum X Platinoides that has a leaf almost like the Crimson King. It's got that bigger Norway maple leaf, and it's got the heat tolerance of the Acer Truncatum.
Ridiculously good price. Normally $250, on sale for $175. First Ghost, we've got 1 gallons and 1 gallon XLs. Normally $45 and $50, on sale for $35 and $40. So great deals on First Ghost. Sangu Kakus, there's a ton of sizes, a ton off. You have to check that one out. Ton of great deals going on there. Even XLs, 1 gallons and 3 gallon XLs, all at least $10 off, and $5 off the 1 gallons.
Whitney Red and Seki Mori, both $5 off. Kurenai Jishi, that is the dwarf red lion. That one is $15 off today, y'all. So take advantage of these savings. That's the red lion's head. Great dwarf red Japanese maple. It gives you some brick red color in the spring with the twisting leaves, regal structure, highly sought after, really slow growing. Excellent tree for that small garden. Great for containers.
She's thick too. Acer palmatum Clare Bell. That's a great one, guys. Clare Bell. I think it was Howdy Doody is where that one comes from. There was like a character on there named Clare Bell. I looked it up because my kids watch like the Disney Channel, and there's like a cow on there named Clare Bell. So I was like, is that tree named for Clare Bell? But when I looked it up, it's probably the Howdy Doody character. Great spring interest yellows there. Really showy plant. You don't see a lot. Acer Pseudosubaldianum Islid on sale, $10 off. Normally $50, on sale $40. Grab that one for spring. That's a Zone 4 lace leaf.
That's a Zone 4 lace leaf with great, phenomenal fall color. Check out the fall color photos on MrMaple.com for Islid. Joe took some of those as it came off the truck. I'm telling you, that is an amazing selection. Y'all, coming up next, we've got Acer Palmatum Catalina Yatabusa. That one also just got relisted recently. $5 off for Catalina Yatabusa. That's a variegated Makawa, tightly growing, slow growing, and it's variegated.
So somebody in the group the other day, you said palmatum kind of funny, and it reminded me. Somebody in the group the other day made the joke under where we guess. So we'll put up our 10 at 10 videos, and people will guess what the new trees are. You know, that's something that happens to the Mr. Maple Friends group. If you're not in there, we'll kind of put up the cover photo as a teaser, and then people will go and comment under that what trees they think are there. Somebody wrote Acer PAL space MATT space Tim, Matt Tim, Acer Pal Matt Tim. Like, all right. Anyway,
That's a pretty good one.
I knew you'd like that one. All right, next up we got green Twinkle.
Yeah, this is a compact form Matsumuri, green, tight dent shape, good red fall color, selection by Talon Buckholtz. Originally, we had the name Green Twinkles on it. Talon corrected us and said it's Twinkle, it's singular. And I'll tell you, it'll put a twinkle in your eye.
I think it's actually green Twinkie. But next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Mikazuki. That one's $10 off. Yellow threads. How are you going to discount yellow threads? We'll be begging Buckholtz Nursery for more yellow threads in a minute. Those are $10 off. Makawa Yatsubusa's on sale. That's kind of insane. We've got lollipops, $10 off. We've got 2 gallons, which are a steal already at $90. Those are big. Those are just $80. And we've got 2 gallons that are staked. Those are very narrow in their footprint right now. Normally $75, on sale $65.
Now, y'all, if you're it's the 23rd. If you're looking for a last second Christmas gift, you can always buy one of these trees and have it shipped and let people know that it's coming. You can also buy a Mr. Maple gift card today on MrMaple.com. It goes directly to your email. You can open that, and it's got 16 digits when you open that up. Print that off, and you can put that in a card and give that for your Christmas gift. It's a way to be thoughtful, give this gift of gardening through a Mr. Maple gift card, and it goes directly to your email so you can have that gift right away.
Hey, that's a great way to be thoughtful on Christmas. But if somebody giving you a gift isn't very thoughtful, say you're like another year in a row with a macaroni hat, not really, I gotta love my kids, but another macaroni hat. Or you're a wife and you're like, hey, my husband bought me a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. That kind of sucks in more ways than being a vacuum cleaner. Guys, grab yourself a black lace. We've got those on sale, $5 off on the 1 gallons. The 7 gallons, which are $2.15, are on sale for $180. So you say, hey, honey, thanks for that vacuum cleaner, but no thanks. I bought myself a black lace. So you just improved your entire gift this year.
Coming up next, Acer Palmatum Peve Starfish on sale, $10 off from $45 down to $35. Hub's Red Willow, that is an amazing lunar lobum selection, underrated, good, strong, vigorous habit. That one is also on sale, $5 off.
Coming in here next, we've got Pinus parviflora albajoe. Those are $10 off. Great Japanese white pine. Paia Orientalis Van Huey Smith. Some good sizes in that, guys. Those are phenomenal looking. On sale now. Pinus nigra Pierrick Burgon. Never really know how to say that one correctly. That's a dwarf Austrian pine. Those are $10 off.
Those have some great sizes. Those
and
are
great
beefy.
shapes. I mean, those are nice right now. They're heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy. They're going to make a great container plant. If you're looking to have a conifer pine in a container, that is an amazing one because these have heavy branching and they're great. They're awesome. Guys, coming up next, we've got Pinus mugo Sunshine. Those are $10 off. That is a variegated mountain pine. That's green needles with yellow that comes on the new growth. Variegation, amazing newer selection of a Pinus mugo that's variegated and evergreen. I mean, it's awesome.
All right, we got Paia Orientalis or Arios Picata.
That's got some amazing yellow new growth. Amazing. When the Dutch guys came, they were literally like, that is one of my favorite conifers. And I was like, really? And I had to look it up because I really didn't know that much about Arios Picata until I looked at it and I was like, that is a next level conifer.
It's a yellow tipped Caucasian spruce. So
it's a Caucasian spruce. It's a spruce for me. I'm Caucasian. It makes sense why the Dutch guys loved it so much.
Bunch of Caucasians here admiring Paia Arios Picata.
Oh my. What are we getting ourselves into? Guys, next up we got a Pinus strobus Merrimack. That's on sale, $5 off.
Also a white pine.
All right, guys.
We got Pinus sylvestris Bona. That's a blue Scots pine. We're Scots here too. This is kind of weird. All right. Those are on sale. Great looking plant. Paia abies cluse. That is a rare dwarf Norway spruce, guys. Those are an excellent size. We have a couple different sizes in those. We have 1 gallons that are 40 marked down to 35. We've also got some big boys in the 7 gallons. Those are 215. Those 215 giants. I mean, these are from Buckholtz Farm. These are definitely heavy. Heavy's the one time a compliment it can be levied toward it is a plant. You don't want to tell anybody they're heavy, but when you say those plants are heavy, that's a good sign.
It means they got branches.
These 7 gallons are normally 215. They're marked down to 175. Absolute steal on those. Those are great size, beautiful, well-developed, instant gratification size cluse.
Guys, coming up next, we've got Paia abies tampa. That is a compact Norway spruce on sale, $5 off. Pinus strobus mini twist. That is a unique conifer with a twisting needle. Gives a good evergreen interest and some twisting needles to it. Fits in a small garden. Great companion plant with some of the other dwarfs we've been mentioning today. Kurenai jishi, awesome companion plant. Y'all, mini twist on sale today, $10 off.
Also a white pine. It's getting weird. All right, guys, coming in here next, one of my all-time favorite plants. I think we could be doing a lot more of these Cornus moss. Cornelian cherry dogwoods, I think, are just so next level. They've got bark interest. They've got edible interest. They've got great fall color. They've got flowers. I mean, it's such a phenomenal plant. We've got Cornus moss, saffron sentinel. This is a Cornelian cherry dogwood. I love them, man. The fruits, I mean, I'll almost eat myself sick on these things when I find a big one in a garden because I'll start pulling them off. They have these small, almost like cherry. It's like between like a grape and a cherry, the shape of it. And they're so sweet. They're often used a lot in like Ukraine and a lot of foreign countries for jellies. I don't think a lot of people make jams and jellies out of them here. Just such a next level plant. I could go crazy down the rabbit hole, and I have before. I sold a lot of them off, but I could start collecting Cornus moss again and have 15, 20 varieties.
Now, Saffron Sentinel has that narrow shape, so it fits in most people's gardens. And that like cherry tomato-like fruit is just really sweet.
You can eat them I'll have a bag of them and just eat a few. You don't want to eat too many of them now, man. It'll get things moving if you eat too many of them. I'm warning you now. You don't want to finish the bag. You might be more than you bargained for if you finish that whole bag. But those things are delicious.
All right, guys. Next up, we've got Cornus Cusa Celestial. This is a white blooming Chinese dogwood by the Rutgers people, and it is an amazing selection that just gives really large blooms, extremely large blooms. They're white, and they cover the entire tree. Just an amazing flowering dogwood.
You're almost doing like a Trump there for a minute. You're like, it's the biggest blooms. They're the best blooms. Some people see them. They say it's the best blooming plant I've ever seen. All right, coming here next, we've got Cersei's Candidiasis, Hearts of Fire. Kind of crazy to have this one on sale. It's already the cheapest you'll find it on the internet. Like, that's a fact. Like, you will not find this one cheaper on the internet than MrMaple. It's new. It's cutting edge. They were $60 1 gallons. They're on sale for $50. That one's probably going to sell out.
My favorite time for this is mid to late summer when the new growth sometimes can be like more maroon, but sometimes you get some of this like sort of salmon pink kind of color coming across it. It is an amazingly colorful red bud. Take advantage of that. Check those photos out on MrMaple.com. We've got some great photos of Hearts of Fire on there. Ray Jackson, he knows what he's doing when he introduces a tree. That's an awesome selection.
All right, guys, we got a climbing hydrangea Miranda coming in here. $10 off, $25. If you don't know the climbing hydrangeas, they are just great plants. This one's variegated. It's super nice. You can kind of put them on a place in the landscape that's kind of boring. So I like to use these for something like an old oak tree that's already providing some shade, but it might not be the most exciting looking plant in the garden. You can kind of let these climbing hydrangeas like circle them and really start to add flowering interest, but also foliage interest, because they're a great way to cover a wooden fence. You kind of need some wood for them to cling to, but I'm absolutely obsessed with climbing hydrangea.
All right, guys, rhododendron pink snowflakes coming up. That's a hybrid rhododendron that's just got these really round leaves, gorgeous pink blooms to them. On sale, $10 off. We got a lot of awesome flowering plants on MrMaple.com. If you've never checked out MrMaple.com, then go click on rare plants. We've got an amazing grouping of rare plants on there. We've got a whole grouping of azaleas on there as well. You should go check that out. Izo Nohana, really cool rare hydrangea, on sale, $10 off. We got a lot of camellias on sale right now, and camellias getting listed every single week on MrMaple.com. Atome, it's got some beautiful pink blooms. Guys, that is a Zone 6 camellia, extremely cold tolerant, on sale, $5 off.
All right, guys, we got Azalea Gloria. That's a pink azalea. Those are $10 off. Azalea Weston's Parade, really nice deciduous azalea. Those are $5 off. Deep Gold, Astronum, that's a beautiful plant. That's one of those more interesting orange natives. Really a nice plant. Those are $10 off.
I love the Astronums. They get established out in the landscape very easily. They're easy for many people to grow. Give them some sunlight, good drainage, and organic matter when planting. They get out there 6 feet by 4 feet. Makes a good size like deciduous azalea out there. And when those golden trusses bloom in the early spring, it is just outstanding. Goes a great companion plant with your maples.
We've got a orange-red Southern Indica in azalea fashion. Those are on sale as well, and I believe those are also $10 off, so great deal there. Some rhododendron.
Alaba mints.
Yeah, Alaba mints. That's a native azalea as well.
That's a white blooming native azalea with a little bit of a yellow just splotch in there.
I always want to call it an Alabama, so I have to slow down a little bit.
It's an Alabama azalea.
No, it is.
It is.
But I always want to say Alabama, so I have to slow down and think about that one.
Y'all, Hydrangea quercifolia peewee. That's a dwarf oak leaf hydrangea. Those are normally $40. Those are $15 off today. That is a small growing oak leaf hydrangeas. The oak leaf hydrangeas are underrated. They've got big foliage that look like oak leaves. They've got great fall color, and then you get those large blooms on top of that. This one on top of that is a dwarf peewee, fits in a lot of people's gardens. Great companion plant with your maples.
Rhododendron Milky Way, $10 off. Suga Ginch White. Now, this is a great Canadian hemlock. Great deal on these two. These are $5 off. Great way to add a lot of white coloration to a shady spot. So I actually really like this one near like a Rhode Island red, or even in a shadier spot next to something like a red filigree lace, because you can really get a lot of great color contrast with those.
Guys, next up, we've got Ebony Embers Crepe Myrtle. That is a red flowering, red leafed crepe myrtle. Just gives some good color out there on the leaves. Got the bark interest everyone loves with the crepe myrtle and gorgeous red blooms. Those are on sale today as well. $10 off. Ulmus glabra Camperdowny. This is a Camperdown elm.
Super cool plant.
At Camperdown Castle is the original Camperdown elm. They don't really know where this tree originated, but they believe it could be medieval, like medieval times. Like it's just got this
medieval on that garden.
Yeah, I mean it's just got this amazing weeping cascading shape, and it's an Ulmus glabra, next level plant.
$10 off.
Yeah, $10 off today.
You don't see that one a lot in production anymore. It's kind of, I wouldn't say an older plant, but it's an underappreciated plant nowadays. You don't see a lot of places offering that one. Bringing it back here. We used to do a lot of that one. I still love it.
This is one that's maybe a little bit too much off because Talon just introduced this plant. This is
we still
Lyric's
love it anyway.
Twisted Sister. I mean, this is a twisted, contorted Lyric's that was a witch's broom that he'd found. It is a next level plant. That's $10 off.
I'll tell you, talking to our nursery manager at Buckholtz Nursery the other day, this is one of our most requested plants at Buckholtz Nursery. There are a lot of people trying to get their hands on Twisted Sister.
Y'all, next up we've got Catalpa aurea. This is a southern Indian bean tree. It's got these big leaves. As it matures, you can get these beans that hang down from it as well. This is a yellow leaf form. It was one that was introduced into the trade by Dawn Shadow. $10 off on the XL sizes of these, from 45 down to 35.
We've got a Metasequoia Dawn Redwood in here next. Amber Glow. It's a golden redwood. These are big, guys. These are $175 normally in our 6 gallons. Marked down $10 off. Absolutely love that plant. Great kind of a... Amber Glow really describes the fall color. You can get some almost amber ghost kind of colors. Like it's a weird bronzing amber in the fall. Love it.
Next up, we've got Corylopsis spicata Golden Spring. Those are $15 off. Normally $40 on sale today. $15 off down to $25. That is a Corylopsis it's a low spring shrub. It's got yellow leaves. Late winter, early spring, you have these elongated yellow blooms on it as well. So yellow leaves and yellow blooms before the leaves come out in the early spring. Next level plant, Golden Spring, sometimes called Ogon. That is an awesome winter hazel.
All right, guys, Sky Pencil, Narrow Japanese Holly, you know those. Classic landscape and staple there. Those are on sale for just $20. So great time to pick up some Sky Pencils if you want to outline or do some landscaping with those. Absolute steal on those.
Next up, we've got the Golden Japanese Forest Grass. Those are on sale, $5 off. Normally $25, on sale for $20. If you're building a traditional Japanese garden, y'all grab you some of this Japanese forest grass. It goes so well in the Japanese garden.
After being down at Gibbs Gardens, man, I want to start investing more in some different grasses. Just seeing the grasses paired and some of the understory plants they were pairing with their Japanese maples. Oh, man, I almost stole some of those back from my own garden after that.
Well, your Japanese maples are that's your key parts to, they're the bone structure of your garden. And then you get that forest grass and mix in there, and it just gives you something to play with. It's just good color contrast, makes that Japanese garden come together. Next up, we've got Ulmus, and this is Hollandica Weiria. This is a golden elm. It gets out there, give it some sunlight, and it is one of the most yellow forms of any elm. It gets out there and just gives you this beacon of yellow color out there in the landscape.
Next up, we got a Mediterranean fig tree, Osborne Prolific. That was named for Ozzy Osbourne when he bit the head off that bat.
No,
awesome plant, guys. Those are $20 off. Named for the Dark Prince himself, Ozzy Osbourne.
And guys, we've got some Mr. Maple merch on sale today as well. The Richardson 112s black and white hats, those are on sale $5. The gray and black Richardson 112s Mr. Maple shows, those are on sale $5. The MrMaple.com sun hats, the tan ones, those are on sale $5. The .com Richardson 112 green and whites, those are on sale off $5 down to $20. The I Dig Japanese Maples orange and white, those are on sale for $5 off down to $25. And the Mr. Maple Show Richardson 112s gray and greens, those are also on sale today, $5 off.
Those make great additions to a gift card. So if you give somebody a $20 gift card to Mr. Maple. Think about a $20 hat. It's a great way to spread the love of gardening, give them a little protection in that spring garden when they're getting out there in the sun. I know Tim, he's a Caucasian. He needs a little protection, in that garden sometimes. I do too. I'm a little more sun tolerant, but I still need some protection. I need to be wearing a hat more when I'm out in the landscape.
Y'all, that is the sale that's dropping today on MrMaple.com. There's more items on sale each and every day. We're not going to be able to do a video each and every day on this sale. Take advantage of these savings. Pay attention to this sale because more things are getting added and many things will be sold out and going away. So make sure that you are jumping in and taking advantage of these awesome savings with our year-end customer appreciation celebration.
All right, guys, that's our customer appreciation sale. We really appreciate you guys. I mean, I say that and it's not for nothing. We don't just say we appreciate you for nothing because we don't get to do this without you guys. You guys let us grow. You guys kept us in business. During Western North Carolina's worst flood in history, people didn't hesitate to shop with us. We kept staying busy. Man, that means so much to us, guys. You just don't know. We've had a crazy year. It's been a crazy 2024. I'm optimistic about 2025. I hope it's an easier year than 2024. But you've made 2024 our best year in business yet, sales-wise. So we super appreciate that. Check out our upcoming podcast on the top 75 sales plants for Japanese maples. So it's going to be the Customer Appreciation Awards, the top 75 sold Japanese maples. We're going to break it down to 3 parts. We're going to open up the curtain for you, let you see all the inner workings here. You're going to see all the top 75 Japanese maples that sold in 2024 based on your direct purchases alone. So it's going to be no opinions of Matt and Tim other than whether we like the plant or not, and ad-lib it on it a little bit. But this is all, the entire list is based on exactly what you guys bought.
And it's very different than what we had last year.
It actually shook things up a bit. So it'll be a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy that. It's one a lot of people in the industry watch. I know a lot of other nurseries watch that one because it's interesting to see what sells at Mr. Maple.
Well, thank y'all so much. Make sure to take advantage of these savings. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day. And Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.